Journaling did not work for me until I learned these truths. Number one, your journal does not have to be perfect. If you make a mistake, you can scribble it out. You can use whiteout. You could write with pencil so you can erase things. It doesn't actually matter. And it took me a long time to really realize that, but now if I make a mistake in my journal, I just cross it out and I keep on writing because it doesn't matter. Number two is your journal doesn't have to be super pretty, nor does it have to be super bland. See, there's a lot of people out there that have different perspectives on what's the right way to actually journal. On one hand, you've got the very minimalistic approach where you just write shorthand and just really get the basics in there. Then you've got the people that go way over the top, putting in lots of stickers and lots of colors. The thing is, and hear me out on this one, you just make journaling your own. It doesn't matter what everybody else does. The only thing that matters is what you do with it. The third thing, you don't have to have just one singular journal. My journaling system changes all the time. Currently, I'm down to about 2 journals, technically 3 journals, but at a given time, usually I have 3. I have my actual journal where I write and record all my thoughts without any restrictions whatsoever. I have a bullet journal where I do tracking, I keep up with different things, I do little daily entries, I try to express gratitude, and just kind of the basic quick stuff. In my third journal, it kind of evolves, and technically there's multiple ones. I have one for book notes, I have one for just kind of random thoughts as I'm traveling and going other places. And I'm currently trying one out to help with my goal tracking to make my YouTube channel even better than what I already have it at. So if the thought is you only need one journal to keep everything in, that's not true. There are no rules when it comes to journaling, which is number 4 on my list, that there are no rules. And you have permission to make this whatever you want it to be, because your needs in this journal might not be the same and probably aren't the same as the needs that I have in mine. Maybe you're getting into journaling because you really love to read and you just want to keep up with notes from the books that you're reading. Maybe you want to keep up with other things in your life. You want to start tracking things like health and wellness or finances or learning or whatever else that it might be. But there are never, ever, ever going to be any definite rules in your journal other than the ones that you put upon yourself. On to the next one, because get yourself a notebook and a pen that you're going to enjoy picking up and writing in. This one is very important to me. Personally, I like to have a little bit nicer paper. Sometimes I like the covers of my notebooks to be pretty, something like a Field Notes that has a really cool picture on the front. Or it's just a really cool color notebook. I prefer like this kind of mustardy yellow. Those make me happy and make me want to pick up the notebooks, as do the pens that I write with. So make sure you do eventually invest in things that make you enjoy the process. And you also, it's not just an aesthetic reason, but typically if you buy higher quality stuff, if you have the ability to do so, it tends to last a little longer. So I don't want them getting beat up or falling apart. But if they do, you can always tweak them by adding tape and doing a lot of other things and making them more your own. In fact, here's a really cool channel, Pen Meets World, who shows you literally how to make journals, and it's super cool. One of the biggest things, and the only way that journaling is going to work for you, especially if you're using it for things like mental health and stress and anxiety and just lots of stuff going on in your life, be honest inside of your journal. Say exactly what you would say on a piece of paper that you would say in your own head. Just share it. I know it's scary because the thought of somebody reading some of your thoughts, they might think you're clinically insane. They might just disown you. I have a whole video here that talks about ways that you can overcome that, whether you destroy the page or whatever. Just go check out that video. You're not doing yourself a favor if you're not being 100% honest with your journal. Your journal should be the #1 safe place to record your thoughts, to help you to process those and get them out of here. I kind of think about some like thoughts that I journal about as like a virus or some type of bacteria. The journal is the medication to help get rid of that. The more that I can write in my journal about all these things that I don't want in here, the better off that I'm going to be. Let the medicine do its work. And probably the biggest rule of all is let journaling work for you when you actually need it. So what I mean by that is don't just pick up your journal and start writing in it because you think you have to. You do not have to journal every single day. You only need to journal when you need it. I've actually missed a few days and I can feel myself needing to journal. So I'm probably, after recording this video, going to go grab my journal and write in it until I have nothing left to write about. But if you miss days, that's okay, because your journal isn't necessarily meant to be this everyday device. And I'll just be honest, you're going to miss days. You might be sick, you might be too busy, you might forget, or you might just not want to do it. All of those are valid. Just be sure to pick it back up when you actually do need it or you feel the urge to do something with it. But I want you to succeed when it comes to journaling. And I have created a bunch of videos on this channel, and I plan to continue creating a bunch of videos on this channel all about journaling and other parts of life, because I like learning about life from other people, and I assume you probably do too, and that's why you're here. But no matter where you are on your journey right now, I wish you the best.